Hello everyone. Welcome back for another Across the Waves where Vicki and I share different ideas with you. We took last month off to do some planning, and this month we have decided to use dies. Now I'm using dies and punches, but I went way back with some of my things. So to get started, I have my card base. All measurements will be on my blog. Link is below. You want to see what Vicki's doing? Her blog link is below. I pulled out this punch, which is long retired because I want that piece for my flower center. All right. So I'm gonna pull that one there. I pulled in my bow punch because I want, let's see. Oh, I gotta cut it. Hang on. I want the big piece for my leaf. And I'm gonna punch out two of them because I think I'm gonna need two. All right. And I'm just moving things aside. Hopefully we'll have plenty of room. This is trash. These go up here. I pulled out the Blossom Party Bigz dies. How many of you still have these? I still have some. And this is the flower I'm going to use. So I've got that. With that, I have the Altenew Red Cosmos Fresh Dye Ink. I'm going to use Coral Berry, and I have a blending brush to add some interest. I pulled in my 𝘃𝗶𝗶𝗍 and some brads. I have a ton of these, so I'm going to be playing with them and using them in my stuff. And then the other thing I have is, this is a die from the ton, and it's called Convention Cover Plate die, and I'm going to use that. So before I get started with this, I'm going to pull in my card base, and I'm going to fold and burnish it. And then I'm pulling in my glue, and I'm going to add some glue to the back of my cover plate after I take off the dried stuff. And I will probably make a mess. So this cover plate is basically the full size of the card. And I am making a mess. I didn't think of it, but I should have put my paper on a piece of double-sided adhesive. The only problem with that is I don't have much space down here, so I'm just going to put dots along the bottom. You have to get it down perfectly the first time because there's no picking it up, and at least with the glue I can wiggle it if I need to. All right, let me pick this up. And I want that smaller end at the bottom. So I'm going to put this down like so. And make sure it's even on the side. All right. And I'm going to have to do some. I've got some glue sticking out. Too heavy-handed with the glue. All right, now let me clean my hands up and my mat. And while that card base is drying, okay, there. Now that can sit and dry, and I'm going to pull in a piece of paper, a scrap paper, to work on my flowers. All right. right, and all right, this has to be flipped over. I'm looking for the side that has a little lip. That's the bottom when you cut these out. There. All right, now my Coral Berry ink and my blending brush, which is also by Altenew. And I'm gonna start in the center with a really light hand, and I'm gonna go out. And I'm starting with the light hand in the center so I don't get blobs. All right. Now I'm going to start in the center here, and again, a light hand, and I'm working my way out. And then the last one is here. All right, let's see what that looks like. If I need to add more in any spot. I wanted to give it some interest and depth. So there's that. And there's that. I'm going to try to stagger it. And then this piece is on top. Not dark enough. All right, let me go back and add more. There. And then what I'm going to take and do with this is I'm going to get a I'm going to get my daffodil, because that's what color this is. This is coral something. I can't remember. That is, oh man. Ooh. Granny apple green. And Calypso coral, I think, is the other one. I just added some color to the tips of that. All right, let's get our flower put together. Got to give it a few seconds for it to dry. Oh, I didn't do anything with the green. Hold on. Oh, I need more there. Sometimes you can't see it till you move it. Better. All right, got that one. Let me get this out of the way. Move this. And that gave this time to dry, because if it's wet, the dimensionals or the glue dots don't like to stick to it. So give me this. Oh, nope, this one goes on first. Almost messed it up. All right. So here's this. And I'm gonna kind of center it as best I can. All right. And then this one goes on next. All right. And I'm gonna stagger those petals in between the others. All right, now let me take my bone folder. I probably should have done this beforehand. All right, and then I'm going to take this one and curl it under. Oh, it's moving around. I may have to put some glue on it. Ah, better. It's that middle one. It's the middle child, the one that always causes the issues. I want to go back and add some extra curl to this. I got the middle one pretty good, but I want some extra curl here. Now, it will flatten when you mail it, but it kind of pops back up. There we go. All right. Nope, I don't have my backing on there. Ooh, it's because I need one for this one. All right. Now, let me put that on there and get it out of the way. Now, the fun begins. I want my small hole punch for my crocodile. I'm gonna hope that this is centered. There we go. And it's not. Pooh, I probably should have punched the little one first, and then I could have put it on there and known where to punch. I'm trying to get the rest of that out, but it's not coming. There it is. I can get it now. It's got so many layers to it. All right. Well, hey, live and learn. All right. Now, I am thinking that this one is too small for the hole. I didn't see. It's loose. Let's see. I have one that's a square. Let's see what that one does. Oh, better. All right. And you flip it over. And you... Now, if you have really big brads, like so, that's not too bad. It doesn't look too off. If you have really big brads, you could use that instead of the center. All right, let's see. Now I need, well, I put my glue dots away and I need them. Let's see, I've got one here. So I'm gonna add this to the tip. And I'm kind of going down close to the leaves, like so. And then I need the other one because I can always trim off, and those are all gone. So that's it. There. If these get too long, you can always trim them. And then I'm thinking that would go on. Isn't that pretty? Oh, such a pretty card. Now I need some dimensionals. So where are my dimensionals? They're over here on the side in the container that I bought specifically for them. All right, let's see. I'm going to put one here, one here, one here. All right, let me get the backs off. We can add this to our card. Right about there. And let me see if I can find a sentiment. Okay, I wanted something smaller, but Altenew has this script hello that I thought would be perfect. And I totally forgot. I wanted to spray that with some shimmer spray. Let me mix it up real good. This is homemade shimmer spray. All right. So I'm going to take that out, let it dry, and then it's sparkly. I want to get back to using my shimmer spray. So many things I want to do. All right, I just pulled it off very carefully. And now I'll put it back on. And it's made with alcohol, so it dries fairly quickly. Now I'll add my word. I'm just adding some dots in key spots. Of course, some of it's not going on there. Where's my tweezers? I've got enough space, I can pick this up. Okay, all right. I'm going to let that sit, and I'm going to wipe that off before I get too far going and make a mess of my card. All right. And the advantage is you got this line here. Of course, mine's still not straight. Let me see if I can move it up some. Yes. All right, I'm going to put a block on it so it'll stay down while it's drying. I'll clean this up. And I don't lose my tip anymore because I always put it in that little tray over there. All right, I'm going to move that. And there's today's idea. And when I went to do the inside of the card and the envelope, I realized this isn't Calypso Coral, this is Flirty Flamingo. So I used Flirty Flamingo as my color, and I pulled in my daisy set because I thought it kind of matched that, and stamped it. And there's the card for today. Now make sure you go over and check out Vicky's card to see what she did, or project I should say. And I hope you'll join us next week to see what dies we use and what we create. Have a sensational Sunday. Bye.